Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me in Sweet Home Chicagoland, Just a Slice. I'm Chris Grano with Keller Williams and the Graham Real Estate Group, and this is the show where we interview local business and community leaders to find out what it is that makes them tick and to find out about the great impact that they have on our community. So today I'm joined by Brenda Kensell of HUMAN3, a resume writing and advice business, consultation business here in Aurora. And Brenda's going to tell us all about what her business does, a little bit about the background, and how you can benefit from it. So, Brenda, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Chris, for inviting me to your show. Very excited to be here, be able to help the community in the difficult time that we're going through.
Tell me about how you got started in this business and how you started the company.
Well, the organization started around 2017. A year before that, I worked in a organization in human resources. Actually, I've been working in human resources for around 20 years. And that organization that I worked with happened to close the location what I was working with. So I was tasked to spearhead that closing, and in addition to the closing, I had to deal with the emotional aspect of me losing my job too as well. But at that time, I didn't know any better. So I thought I knew it all. I worked many years in HR. Finding a job is going to be like this, because you think you know it all. So I was so confident about I'll always find a job, etc. And it came to a point in my career, my life, that it wasn't as easy because things have changed since the last time I had to look for a job, maybe 5 to 10 years ago. So things are changing in the market very quickly. And my resume always worked well, so I was getting calls. And again, having that experience helped me think through of, okay, great, you can do this fantastic resume, but really are tanking down in some other areas, such as interviews, networking, and just really bringing value and be able to present that too as well to organizations. So I had to do that work. I just found that spot where I felt like I could help, and not because I'm an expert, it's because I went through the pain. And I found easier ways to do and to share them. So I think that's the biggest thing and how this business came along.
Isn't that how a lot of great ideas come out of it? It comes out of a personal...
It's the pain.
Yeah, the personal point of pain. Exactly, exactly. And I think that makes your efforts more authentic because you have been there and you can say, hey, these results, I achieved them on my own. So certainly you can do it as well. What I heard you say was that it's a lot of factors that go into a successful job search. It's a resume, it's networking, it's learning where to look and how to look, and then how to follow up. So it sounds to me like those are probably all a part of the services you provide. Can you tell me a little bit about what your service packages look like?
Absolutely. The critical thing that we want to do is to facilitate the process of the clients. And we really want to meet them where they're at. We go from help them explore, where should I apply? This is a question that always surprised me in my business because, I think that I love to serve and give the product that customers want. But a lot of times the customers are, should I apply to this company or that one? And I have to really guide them with questions because it's something that has to come from within. And also it's about one big thing with my clients is that, you have to really know where you want to go and what you want. So it's very critical to really answer that question of where do you want to go? What's the closest that we can get to there? And what is the steps that you need to take? So we really like to tailor all of our packages to our customers to really meet the goals that they have at that time.
Just focusing on the resume, for example, just one piece of the whole search. If there's one mistake that you see maybe over and over again, is there something you could point out that you notice a lot that people could change that would improve their chances right away?
I would say that's checking for any errors. Your resume could be very simple. You don't have to have a lot of big words, etc. It's not about that. It's just about getting your message across of what you're good at and how you can bring value to the organization. And I think one of the biggest things is like your grammar and your spelling. One item that you could use is spell checkers. I mean, you have, and this is obviously not advertising, but I'm Grammarly would be one of them that you could use, or your Microsoft Word spell check. But a lot of computers and cell phones right now can read your material. So always use those tools to read out loud, because once the computer read it to you, you're gonna notice the words that don't sound right, and that's probably because there is a mistake, and that's gonna be a great way for you to check it. The other thing, if you're not technology driven, is just wait a day or 2 days and read it again, or have somebody that you trust also read it, but not read it from to back. Just read it backwards, from the bottom. Just make sure that you start from the bottom up, because that's going to trigger your brain that you're reading new information. Because sometimes you write something over and over and you just become blind to the document. So you really want to read it backwards, so you trick your brain that it's a new information and you're more detailed, and you're going to be able to catch more errors.
So tell me a little bit, you mentioned technology, and I know when we talked off air, you mentioned to me about an app that you're working on. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yes, right now, one of the critical things, I've always wanted to blend technology with our business. That's why it's called HUMAN3. It is people first, then business, and then technology. So I've always had this plan to do this for a while, but now with the COVID-19, it made me think about, we're not going to have enough resume writers or companies right now out there that do what we do to be able to meet the demand that there is going to be. So how can we make great quality service available to people that may not be able to afford to as well? A resume writer, professional, and with this economy, we don't know what's going to happen. So just really wanted to provide affordable services. And one thing that we're working on is to bring back a app that is going to allow our clients to do their resumes within the app. And it's going to be, and we know that there is a lot of apps out there that you can just create your resume. One of the things that's going to be different from this app is that you're going to be able to create your resume. You're going to be able to search jobs, be able to store your search too as well there. One of the critical two things is that we're going to provide some sample content. So you can just click on the content if you like it, put it in your resume, tweak it as needed. The purpose for us is not to make it difficult, it's to really make it easy and affordable, and for you to be able to provide a resume that is error-free, that has great content, that you can provide value with it, but also, like I said, I believe in a healthy business ecosystem, that you can also reach out to other providers if you want somebody to be able to take a look at your final product, if you wanted somebody to help you a little bit more with that.
That's exciting. So yeah, it sounds like kind of like a one-stop shop, and really a simple process and way of going about it. So we'll be sure to check back with you when that's available,
Right.
and we'll provide
Absolutely.
the link here and definitely share it with people. So Brenna, the last question I have for you, and you've hit on it a few times already, and I mean it's sort of the elephant in the room right now with everybody is this COVID-19 crisis that the whole world is going through, and we know that unemployment numbers are just enormous in all of the United States, and certainly in Illinois and Chicagoland. So if someone is, looking to get back into the job market, or maybe they found themselves underemployed, what's the best way to get a hold of you, and what would you recommend as far as your services go?
Great. What I would recommend, again, is to check with yourself where you're at and whether you're ready or not. We can definitely help you answer those questions too as well. You can contact us via phone. We're here local 630-343-5009. You can also visit our website, which is www.human3hr.com, and you can also send us, we're in Facebook too as well, Human3HR, Instagram, same title, Human3HR. You have many ways that you can contact us. You can email me too at bcancel@human3hr.com.
Hey, Brendan, before I wrap us up, is there anything else that you wanted to say?
I would say thank you again for the opportunity, for being here. To all the resume service providers, thank you for everything that you're doing. I know a lot of you are working hard to get people back to work as well. And to the clientele and the rest of the community, I'm very impressed with how people in general have handled this emergency. I think also it's a great opportunity in life that life doesn't give us every day, which is stop and think where we are right now and where do we want to go after this. I know that we talk about the new normal, but I'm okay with not being what we were before. I think it's such a great opportunity for us to continue showing our humanity and just move forward with that new person that we are. I'm just very excited for what's going to come. It's not going to be easy. We're going to still go through a lot of pain economically, etc. But that building up brings character in each of us. And I think I'm so looking forward to what that's going to look in the years to come.
Well, I love your optimism. Thank you for sharing with us today. Once again, folks of Aurora or anywhere in the Chicagoland region, if you're looking to improve your job situation or get back into the job market, please reach out to HUMAN3 with Brenda and her team. Go to HUMAN3HR.com. You can find her on any of the social media platforms, and we'll provide links and phone numbers and all that as well. Brenda, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.
I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.